How many times are we gonna start in this farm? Hey, it's MaelstromTear, MaelstromTear, Maelstrom Man, Punch Man. Really, technically, I'm the Dark Fist right now. Don't worry about it. And I'm a little hesitant about taking a trip to the Dawn immediately, even though I just said, a piece of cake. The only reason I'm a little worried about it is because, remember the last time that I said, hey, let's immediately go to a thing after something happened, was like when I got my lights kicked out by a rock'em sock'em robot? That one was excessive. I just want to be ready, you know, just ask for the part from the Dawn, but maybe in case he throws a man at me to, like, get a thing done. I need a part from you. Do I need to go to your secret lair? Okay, I'm very glad that the game itself says, check out this very... Oh! Hello, ED209. Alright, let's go. Roboton. This is not what I was expecting in the slightest. You got some good stuff. You've got a low kick, which looks like it would be painful. And a lot of blocks, which is very important to then probably have the ignore the block function. Every successful strike delivered by your current increases agility. That is sort of a, like, that is a catch. That is a Maelstrom catcher right there. And he's got a literal energy shield. Are you a man of constant sorrows? No, but man, this is gonna be a fight. I can definitely tell that. Hopefully, though, you know, like, we're slowly poisoning this robot, which makes me think it's less poison and more just like a straight up normal thing. I don't know. Making those servos fly, or Hajime no Ippo. I don't know. I needed an excuse to talk about Ippo. Granted, I haven't read it in a while. It's been really working on... I was wondering, because they, you know, I'm like in the 700s, 800s now, and in serialization, it's up to like 1100. We should be worried for a second. Skip attacks, maybe? Just get our, like, his energy. Certainly in no loss for anything. We need to just kind of focus on our fundamentals of dodge. Don't get hit. Part of don't get hit, do you not understand, mister? They're pretty much having a lot of character pulls of just like, hey, who did you like? Or hey, what's your favorite fight? I always felt like Itagaki, the kind of tritagonist man that came in pretty relatively late, all things considered. He wasn't never very given much stuff. He's always the unpopular dude. And I read it's like a lot of people just think he's a big cocky jerk, but I'm like, man, I really liked his overcoming his, like, high school rival story. But then, yes, turns out he was kind of an arrogant guy. Now he's a genius. So, I don't know. It's rough. Maybe just men set up for the fall. But what's important is we got the power core. Now the power armor is ready and everything is in our hands. We got power armor. Look at it. Don't think that it looks like Fallout, because that would be silly. I don't know why you would be thinking that. You must, you know, you're obviously seeing it. Why now when I can't remember Rhythm Section 1 ads? Do you sing like olive oil on purpose? You guys must be into the Eurothermics. I don't even know who the Eurothermics are. I mean, I guess I get their band. That much seems pretty obvious by the way that it says it. But remember that time when I was like, yo, we should focus on getting the thing? You know, that thing. Well, I lied to your face. I lied to myself. I made a gift and fell in love. Granted, today, I don't want to say today's a bad day to fall in love, but let's end the day getting in some of this stuff. It works out really well for us. I don't know how much we have to go on more about falling in love with you. So instead, I'm gonna throw a party. We need we finished out, we maxed out all the passive junk, which is really fun. I really love passive things. You give me a dumb incentive thing, and I'm done. But we can't sit on it like an idle game. We need to kind of make stuff happen for us. One more good one will get us in that stretch, though, which is pretty good. You have been lacking, Mr. on your coffee quota. I used to give you praise, and now you just let me down. Instead, I had to go walk the thing, get the guy, and say, hey, you're my hero. And I'm like, I know, you told me the last several times you walked in here. And just get in here and drink some soda. Drink some just straight up energy. Fall in love. I'm too young to fall in love. I'm actually pretty old and haggard by now, you know, the way that athletes just super age due to the strenuous amount of exercise and stuff that gets put on you. I don't know, that might actually be the opposite effect, but what? That's... Who is the doctor here? Certainly not me. I'm not the doctor. Why would I be the doctor if I'm making dumb little Let's Play videos on YouTube? That makes no sense. You don't make sense in the slightest. Instead, what makes sense is us doing some jump rope, getting some training done. Probably losing a little stats today. Yeah, mostly loss, but not the control delete loss. That's maybe not for now. Instead, let's focus on the thing. A little bit green. I wouldn't mind some green, just so you know I don't have to focus on it on the treadmill. Granted, this is kind of one of the things that we don't need to constantly top off. If we just have it in a good little equilibrium going on with Christian Bale. I almost said Christian Slater, but that's because I'm finally getting into Mr. Robot. It's pretty solid. I definitely like it. I remember I think it was about Until Dawn, because the actor dude is one of the characters in that. But instead I said, oh yeah, the actor is one of the guys in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'll go watch that. And after like a season and a half of it, I just said, you know what, I'm probably good with this show for now. Never have picked it up again. But Mr. Robot, I saw the first episode and I'm like, yes, I would like more of this. It feels like Christian Slater wasn't exactly written in. He just kind of showed up. I mean, what was the last thing he did? Alone in the Dark? Yeah, maybe not a bad idea. But actually, no, that's... If anything, he wasn't Christian Slater in one of the Insidious or Annabelle or Conjuring. He was one of those guys. I'm probably ragging on too much. Just because of remembering Alone in the Dark and going, my god, what a piece of garbage that was, / will forever be. But I can't say that because that Uwe Boll sure beat the crap out of me. Oh, great. Instead, I'm just gonna keep virtually training myself. Try to get the title from Kin, Hulk Hogan. Work our way to the top. Take me to the top, like I was an Initial D song. Which one was that? Was that Battle Stage? All the Battle Stage songs, pretty much. I don't know. Eurobeat's kind of a niche. It's as much of a niche as hook and ska music, but like, I don't know. I dig it. It definitely has that charm of just like a lot of stolen song names, and one could argue samples of other songs, but it comes close to just like, this seems copyright-ish. More like copy right up my alley. I'm thinking, can we get to 9 in it before the day's done? No. well then I guess I'll do another day's worth of work. Unless we're... Oh, yeah. Suck it. Let's make a movie. Yeah. No, that sounds like... Well... No, we need to have some sort of action. You know, fighting a giant robot man doesn't seem like enough action to me. A western ranch is just a branch of Nowhere Junction to me. Give me the city where living is pretty and the girls wear finery. Sorry, this is a little Fallout 3, I want to say, mod that added a whole bunch of songs, and whoever that guy had like great taste and already indexed all the music. Unlike a person who made the... I shouldn't even complain because it's just more music for a game that I already complained about not having enough music, but whoever did the New Vegas radio extended thing just had them as track 1, track 2, track whatever. Very difficult to index those, but I guess I still got them, so I can't complain too hard. But man, it's good music. A lot of... Definitely a lean towards Andrew's sisters, and usually a lean towards Bing Crosby. At the same time, I'm not going to complain because it's pretty, you know, they're solid and they work for that kind of era. Let's continue on, not worrying about it. Alien 2, you ready to taste fang of my foot? The fang of my heel? I put snake venom into my toenails, and that doesn't make sense because I'm wearing shoes, but... And also doesn't really, like, I don't understand how that works. And now I'm mostly just grossed out about it. Not the toenail part, but like putting things in between your toenail or like in that... This... I guess, you know, it worked because I remember it. But there was a guy a long time ago when I went to like a church camp thing of a kind of, I guess the main guy's story was I have, you know, his redemption thing because it was like, here's a backstory on me. I used to do heroin, a lot of heroin. When I couldn't feel it in my arms, I just went to like other, like my leg. When that didn't work, I just went to like between my toes and just like, and this isn't, if I remember correctly, that wasn't like high school. That was like junior high, middle school kind of thing. I'm not sure I saw that that speaker again. I'm sure that was the same thing of just like the guys in back were just like, maybe this wasn't a good idea. I mean, I heard it. I'm getting my butt kicked in trying to discuss this. Ben's got block. He's kind of got stamina working on him. I was told there was a point where I still don't believe it, but they said they played Life of Brian, Monty Python's Life of Brian, at church camp. That movie's, while yes, in the era of Jesus, it's not exactly a thing that I think that people... I mean, I still like it. I think it's a good movie. It doesn't really fit that area very well. And I can picture people Southern Belle-esque swooning at the atrocities of what was happening, being crucified but singing a song about looking at the bride. Maybe not that part, maybe more the like that lady that sleeps with Brian, then jumps out and is okay. Maybe a lot of cussing. I don't know. So there's a lot of things. They probably didn't get to the crucifixion and looking on the bright side of life, like at that point. So maybe work on everything else first. It's Alien 4, man. He's a man of constant troubles. Thankfully, we're able to, you know, dose him down with some DPS. Really some DOT, I guess. A little bit of TLC. PYT. Playable your trailer. It didn't work, I'm sorry. Just think of Michael Jackson directing a Silent Hills game. No, that's not. I don't think that's the joke we were going for. In any case, we won. We got the stuff. Let's take the prize of some money, some definite rewards, and I guess finally, despite my bemoaning, let's get this. Dodge would be more successful. Next, I don't know. I honestly can't tell you. I guess maybe the backhand thing. So we have to get our strength up a little, which means we can then just let it slide as soon as we get it. Then working into the way of turtle to get what? Nothing real. The meat runner, the anger train, zip blocked attacks. Never mind. That the heavy workouts, pretty much the one thing that we want to. But it sounds like I've kind of overstayed my welcome with the with leveling. Just turns out I'm really bad at it. Is all. So there's that. Let's continue. Speaking of leveling up, let's just work our butts off. We're pretty close. We're getting that equilibrium going thanks to constantly running around getting energy drinks. We don't have to stop and take that dang old time for, sleep. We just power through it. Breathe energy. I feel nothing but pain and energy. Get this done enough. What are we worried about? Kin is a stamina guy. He's not very versed. No, wait. No. Rio is definitely the agility. We can check that out in a second. Just kind of wanted to wait for you to finish your thing off. Yeah. Rio was definitely the stamina, the agility guy, and then Kin. God, I don't like this. I know it's the copyright thing, but Kin's a stamina man, which means we need to get the stuff to break through it, especially since it's like less damage received because of that. But I think it just factors into that. I don't think it's 24 plus this. I think this is probably the sight stuff that we need to worry about more often than none. And he has a block, and we need to kind of get through that block. He's also got that huckle, blow, whatever. Doesn't have a hadouken. That's all I'm super worried about. It's just kind of a sudden dragon fist. That's not really hot. Hado, wouldn't that be energy? And then Ken is just fists. It's really just like energy. I don't pretend to know Japanese, so I can't say that with extreme confidence. But I do know that Tekken is literally Iron Fist, so like I don't know. I'm just trying to find out what the heck Nanori does, because there's a lot of weird stuff involved with how you write a name and how you say a name, and some things have more meanings than others, and some stuff has like a lot more context about it. There are like a lot of things like child has a whole lot of numbers, which makes sense because like that seems like a thing you'd want to name your kid, child. Which says like Ko and Sane and a lot of other really important things. That's why you see like Junko, Yukiko, Haruko. It's there, But maybe I need to stop finding really obvious words to translate and then try turning them into stuff. But I don't know. And then I find people in other things with just really silly names. And I'm just like, do I just give up? Is this what you're telling me? Is like it really doesn't matter? Or it's a Penzance? I just throw whatever I want in there and call it a name? I guess. I don't know anymore. I never pretended to know. Adrian, your name is etched into my heart in my basement, apparently. This is not my basement. It's technically the King Dong. King... What is Danky King? It's in that man's thing. But not that man like Guilty Gear. If that man decided to show up, like if we just threw out and said, forget about the other fighting game references, forget about like, you know, that time we went to Russia and just kind of did Rocky 4. It's just straight up anime fighters. Blaze Blue, Murakamo Unit 837. Sometimes, you know, I fell off Blaze Blue a little bit just because of like the Kingdom Hearts-esque stupidity of the like. This is complicated, and I guess like I like it when it's complicated, but a lot of it is more like almost implied, and not exactly. Or like, go read it on the wiki, and by the wiki sources are like this random manga that showed up once, this thing here, this like nowhere whatever. So I was like, I don't know how much I want this. Instead, make a gift. You know, Adrian, give me all your love. Give me all your love. That's a The World Ends With You song. Not in my head. It definitely has like a techno beat. I wouldn't say it's Euro beat. Man, that just makes me want to play. That's another game. Definitely, if I'm going to complain about like Kingdom Hearts and stuff, why not make the game that's made by the guys that do Kingdom Hearts? But I don't know. I think that's fine because it is its own thing, you know? The only reason I don't want to say that I'm too mature for Disney things, but I'm like, why do we gotta mix the Disney and the Final Fantasy? Look at The World Ends With You and the cool world they created of like pins and noise and fighting things and partners and all of really cool stuff that you can do, and it's original and it's neat and it's awesome. And then it's got Keyblades. I guess that, you know, that stuff and Key War and all that junk is like very important and also like its own thing. I don't know. It's just something. It's just I want. If anything, one of the big reasons that I want Kingdom Hearts like 3 to be out here and finish the story is so that Nomura can look at The World Ends With You 2, that stupid teaser art that they showed at the end of the 100% version of the solo remix or whatever, where it was like 7 more days, new character. I want that. I want that. Give me that. That's all I want. Instead, we're left with sorrow and despair, and I don't know where we're going with this. As much as I took that, actually, yeah, you know what? We're getting a little too long here. And honestly, I'm wasting too much time just farting around and getting, you know, not getting this fight happening. What I need is this fight. Even if it's a failure, it would be a finale. So we got our 9, we got our 20, which I'm really excited for. We're in love. It's important. We're gonna fight Kin. He does have a block, so we kind of want to break that block. Yeah, he's stamina based, and he's definitely hurting on it. So it's like, let's start this first round with the block break to get past that. And hopefully we just get like, it looks like, does he have a thing that it's the counterattack block that's like when you block we receive damage back, so that's bad. We get the poison strike, that's great. And we knock him down. I'm less worried, definitely, because for all the stamina and stuff, he does not really hold up well. And with that said, poison's still in effect. We can probably get past said stamina with the stuff. Please, game. I had a thing figured out, I thought, and then you just threw everything at us. Yeah, at the same time, it's definitely like a percentage difference going on. I'm just like, he has 400 health. I've got a little more than half of his health, but like not that much. I'm worried. We also don't have the poison strike anymore. Hopefully we can just kind of bust through, break on through the other side, or hopefully maybe get those counters done. Is there a counter character in like Street Fighter? I can't think of off the top of my head. Laura has like command throws or stuff, but it's less like that. Let's just hopefully finish this off. Get through to your face. Win it. I wouldn't say really handily, but at the same time, looking at the stat thing, it's like there was a definitive like gap going on. So fantastic. How much fame and fortune do we need to get to Hulk Hogan? A lot. Not really that much. Even if we were to just sit on our butts, it would take a week to get there. But that's not what we have to do right now. What we have to do is probably close it out right here. If you enjoyed the video, the like button is there. If you want to see more stuff, the subscribe button is somewhere in the general vicinity of the show. I'm MaelstromTear, and I make videos pretty much constantly, and I do live streams. Probably not this week if I had to guess, because I don't exist right now in this world. That sounds actually more ominous than I'm on vacation, and you're listening to a recording ghost. This would be really untimely if I die, so hey, maybe I won't die, and I will hopefully see you next time. Ominous.